All right. Wasting no time. Let's get straight into it. Spore Warden Berserker. You already know the two feats. If you don't, I got a video in the description. Explain what both these classes are capable of. So Barrage, because it stacks with gun damage, the feat I chose over the four. But if you wanted to be ability damage, switch it up and use Blizzard. I prefer Blizzard over Barrage. But since I like doing gun damage, no, I had to sacrifice. I got 5 in a Bounty of the Hunt, so its action skill cooldown rate is increased, so I can keep using these arrows and keep doing more damage. The arrows, they can ricochet and they do ability damage uh, per shot. I think per arrow. So you got Eagle Eye next. I chose because it gives you that gun damage and the gun handling. I tried to stay away from all the companion skills because I mean, there's only one good one to me. He can't really do damage, and I'm not a companion build. Next up, we got Bullseye. Gun critical hit chance is increased. Companion critical hit chance is increased, but that doesn't really matter since we're not a companion build. Then I got Affinity with the ability damage increase. The Quiver of Holding, my mag size is increased. And this is a good one. I like this one for soloing. It's the Medicinal Mushroom. My little mushroom man will heal me. That's big clutch in that Chaos 20 dungeon. Windrunner, you don't have to choose Windrunner, but I like playing fast. So, I mean, you could put this into some gun damage on the Berserker tree, but I did not for my build. I enjoy moving fast and the faster fire rate, you know. But if you really wanted to, you could have 3 extra points. Next, we skip that whole row right there. So that gun damage increase to critical hit areas is big. It's really that always pick that one. This ricochet, so your gun critical hits have a chance to ricochet, dealing a reduced ability damage to nearby enemies. Then the ricochets have a small chance to ricochet an additional time. It's very good for mobbing, even good for some bosses. If you go down, you could still keep shooting at the boss, and if you're as long as you're hitting a critical spot, you'll get right back up because it'll hit another little mob running around, you know. Or you got the medicinal mushroom, and he'll come and pick you up. It's really good for Chaos 20. And then this is Wrath of Nature. That is the bread and butter. This is whenever the Fate Maker deals ability damage to an enemy, the affected enemy takes increased damage from all sources for a duration. And my class mod that I have on doubles that to make the damage increase to 108. So if you hit a guy with barrage, the arrows, and then shoot him in the critical spot that already has a crit increase, right? And it bounces off that guy and hits another guy, that's a bonus, plus the 108% more damage you are doing to that mob or boss. But yes, you can go pure Spore Warden if you wanted to, but I chose the Berserker tree also because it was in line with the little elf archetype roleplay thing that I got going on with my character. And the Rage of Ancients. While in Rage, deal bonus frost damage. And I've said it since day one, Cryo is OP. So I moved down. I put 3 points into frost damage right here. Get that nice plus 12 to help with the Rage of Ancients. And then you always want this one, Unyielding. A percentage of missing health is regenerated over time, while in Rage this effect is doubled. So it's just that's I don't see a negative to that. I don't think you regenerate all the time though. I think it's like oh apparently you regenerate 1.5 per second, and I don't think that's true because sometimes my health just be staying at whatever number it's at. Moving down, I chose the old way. The Fate Maker deals bonus damage and gains increased damage reduction the closer he is. So if I'm right up on an enemy with a shotgun or anything, I'm doing 30% more damage, and it's very good. And then this is my last skill point. I chose this one. I just put it in the Blood Frenzy. 1 point to just get the kill skill. A portion of the Fate Maker's active enrage timer and a percentage of his maximum health are restored. So you can end up still keep firing and cryo damage and all that. You don't have to choose Blood Frenzy, but it's just what I chose. Taking a look at the hero stats, I almost maxed out. I think before I started going up in myth rank, I did max out strength and wisdom and attunement. Attunement has not moved, but I did. I wanted more skill cooldown so I could use that bow all the time and do that 106 or 108 plus damage. And then the status damage is for the cryo, for the ancients, Rage of Ancients. And then I increase strength to get more crit damage when I'm hitting the critical spots. So it's just a pure damage build. I tried to make it as much damage as I can do. And I got a chaotic auto magic.exe. Thing is very good. It's got a low mag, but I mean it can shred. It's got a little tracker on it and everything. So it's very good for mobbing. I wouldn't really recommend it for like bosses and stuff, but it's very good for taking out like elite enemies or enemies with the shield and health or shield and bones. Then next we got the new AR. I really enjoy this AR. The Anima. Just got it chaotic, but it is a very good gun for mobbing also in my opinion. Some people say shock is trash. I believe that too, but the way that this gun can shred a lot of cyclopses and other things that can fly, I really do enjoy it. I've watched it destroy. Next, I got the Rain of Arrows. This is one of my favorite guns in the game. Saw this in the trailer and I knew I had to have this. But it does a butt ton of damage. Also, I got the on spell cast increases damage dealt by 15% for 10 seconds. Next up, my two rings they're not chaotic, but they are both gun damage. I got these both out of the bunny room. So, I mean, if you can get yourself a chaotic one with those little substats that you enjoy, that's what I recommend. The chaotic eagle eye is just, this is what started the build. Once I saw this, I had to switch from ability straight to this because I got this a long time ago. It's chaotic. It's 34% gun damage on top of this 30% gun damage. So it's great. Now for my shield, I have just a random. I never really thought about this one, but it's just a random legendary shield. I don't really have a shield that could work for this build, but it's just a shield with some pretty good capacity. It doesn't have a good recharge, so if you could find a better shield than this, slap it on there. I know I'm going to be looking for a better shield. Now this right here, these next two items are just what make this build, as I've said. Now the Hunter's Smart Armor of Vivid 6 to the Wrath of Natures. And then I don't even care about the Berserker stuff. That 6 to the Wrath of Nature is just it makes this build so much stronger. But yes, this armor is what makes this build right here. Next, we all know it was coming. The Buffmeister. I just got this chaotic Buffmeister today. I used to be rolling around with just a normal one. But the Buffmeister, you couldn't leave the house without one. You need a Buffmeister. You don't need one, but it just makes it so much better. It really does. You don't need the Buffmeister. You can use any spell you want, really. But I enjoy the Buffmeister just because I run solo. So doing that extra bit of damage just helps very much. Featured run, as always.
You go on ahead. I'll swing in later to make your life hard.
Hit it with the arrows, and then you want to rain it. Look at that damage. I haven't even activated a Buffmeister. Stand right there. That's fine, I'll go down. That's fine. It's all fine. Fine and dandy. It's all fine and dandy.
Smelling salt would also
Easy.
work.
Love this build. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my build. I hope if you want to recreate this, you can make it even a little bit better than mine. It's kind of a special time because my birthday is tomorrow, turning 21, come on. And also the DLC comes out on Thursday. Expect a video from that. And I stream live on twitch.tv/king_squatch_. And I hope to see you there. Thank you.